Hi, my name's Lori Kraus. I am coming to you via YouTube so that I can share with you a card that I shared online today that I did with my brayer, an embossing folder, and the Big Shot. Super, super easy technique. And we Stampin' Up! No longer carries a brayer anymore, but you can buy them anywhere. You could use your coupon for that. So these are the cards that I did last night, and this is the technique that I am going to be sharing with you. This is the card I shared online today. Everybody seemed to really, really like it, and it's really easy. So this one is like full strength, and then this one I did a second run through of the Big Shot, and it was a little less in color, which I really liked. And then this one I didn't add any color to my embossing folder. And then this one I actually took my brayer and brayered over the top of my card so that I only hit the high spots, and that was a nice look too. But I still like this one the best. It's fun, it's easy. Let me just show you how quick and easy it is. So I'm going to be starting with the new embossing folder from Stampin' Up! Called Country Florals. It's free with a $50 order from your nearest and dearest Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can place an order online, you can email your demonstrator, however you do that. But if you place a $50 order in the US, it's probably higher in different countries. You get a free celebration choice. Well, this was one of my celebration choices. It just came out on Friday. Love it. So what we're going to do is, I have my cardstock all cut. So I have a half a sheet of cardstock. This is Highland Heather, and it's just plain Jane, half a sheet of cardstock. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have another sheet of cardstock that I have that is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And then this time I decided I was going to use some shimmery white cardstock, and that is cut at 4 3/4 by 3.5. So, just I cut them down about 1/4 inch for each layer. So what we're going to do first is you're going to get your ink, and you want to have your ink pads really nice and juicy. It works better with the brayer that way, and I'm using my old-fashioned speedball brayer. Stampin' Up! Carried them for years. We don't carry them anymore. I miss mine because I use it a lot. I love to brayer. When you're brayering and loading your brayer, you want to go one direction. Let me get that so you can see it. You want to just keep going in one direction. That way it gets all the way around. The reason why I like to use my brayer is I get a nice even coating of ink, and it's not blotchy. You're going to have a few little spots that you're probably not going to hit, but your cardstock is probably not as big as this embossing folder. Now, this is the top of my embossing folder, so I'm going to put my piece of shimmery white in my embossing folder. Now you can strategically place that or just put it in there, close it up, and then of course with the magic of Big Shot, you're just going to use your Big Shot platform and one cutting pad, because with the 3D folders you don't need two. You'll never get it through your machine. So here comes the surprise when we open it up. Look at that, how beautiful that is. So this just washes with water, put it in the sink, rinse it off, dry it with a towel. No biggie. Then of course I would layer this to my card, and I think I would go this way. I think I really like that. And I got out some grape ribbon for that, and just because I like to add ribbon to every project. But what I wanted to show you for my second time through is I'm going to put the ink on the other side of the folder. I'm not going to worry about wiping all this off because you know what, it's going to get ink everywhere anyway, so it's not a big deal. So once again, ink up your brayer, and you will want to ink up the high spots on this folder. This is going to give it an entirely different look because this is the part that it actually pushes out. So that you can strategically place again and fold it up, and YouTube magic. So this is the side that we would have seen with just a lighter coating, but here is the other side. So this looks really different. So you can get 3 different looks, inking up twice, and a couple of really beautiful cards. Now that one card that I showed you, all I would have done is I would have done this to highlight some of those beautiful flowers. Put some ink on there like that, and yet another really pretty background. So get your brayer out, have lots of fun. Thanks for asking all the questions. Got me back on YouTube.